answer of my God. Oh, my mother, I love so much.
Dear brothers, dear Menasian laity, dear young Menasians, dear young vocational groups, dear postulants and novices. Yesterday, the Lord called Peter, James, and John. He called Jean-Marie de Lamennais and Gabriel Dehaye. He also called the first brothers, Mathurin Provost and Yves Lefichon. 2,000 years, 200 years later, the Lord continues to call disciples and to send them to work in His vineyard, as we ready to answer His call. In the second year of preparation for the bicentenary of our foundation, we want to give thanks to the Lord for the gift of the vocation of Jean-Marie de Lamennais and Gabriel Dehaye to the Church. We also want to give thanks to the Lord for all the brothers who have given their life in the service of children and the youth. We wish to equally give thanks to the Lord for our own vocation, either as brothers and lay, and for all the young people who, even today, continue to respond generously and joyously to the Lord's call. Sublime is our vocation. It is Jesus' effective presence with the children and the youth. It is an expression of Christ's active compassion for them. Jean-Marie de Lamennais reminds us that sublime vocation, it is that of Jesus Christ Himself. He left the bosom of His Father only to do what you are going to be doing, following His example. Scripture tells us that He went about doing good, teaching the poor, and giving sight to the blind, strengthening the lame, healing the sick. Beautiful, holy is our vocation. It is a reminder of the universal calling to holiness. You have a beautiful mission, tells us again Jean-Marie de Lamennais. And I thank God for having given it to you, because by working for the sanctification of the young children entrusted to you, you are working at your own sanctification. Dear brothers, dear members of the Menasian family, in the second year of preparation for our bicentennial celebration, if you want to announce by word and by our witness of life that our vocation is sublime, beautiful, holy, and call other disciples, I give you this threefold call that comes from our last general chapter. Dare to go out. Going out, before being considered as an outside attitude, a physical and inner pilgrimage that allows one, like the Good Samaritan, to be close to the wounded child, the youth, to reassure him, to protect him, as would do a good father. By going out and making myself close, I allowed each child, each young person, touch the finger of the tenderness and mercy of God. Dare to look. It is to look at reality with the eyes of the Good Samaritan. In other words, it is a look who pushes you closer, because then you are able to see whatever is good in every child and in every young person. It is a look that opened our eyes to see the miseries of the world, the wounds of so many brothers and sisters deprived of their dignity. Open our ears to hear the cry calling for help. Open our hands to shake their hands and draw them to ourselves so that they may feel the warmth of our presence, friendship, and fraternity. Dare to the call. In the evangelical narrative's vocation, Jesus' look of love is transformed into a word, which is a call to welcome a novelty, to explore it, and build it up. In this sense, this general chapter dares to affirm that our best vocational ministry is by the testimony of a community that is open to the mercy of God, that is happy and joyful. Fraternity is our grace, our vocation, and our mission. Let us live it with passion, audacity, creativity, and trust in providence. Dare to go out, dare to look, dare to call. Let us call for Melanesian family. The Melanesian charism is a relevant gift. Let us call for becoming brothers. Being a brother remains good news for the world and for the church.